Climate change is one of the serious issues faced by the world. Global warming, air pollution, sea level rise, increasing occurrence of floods, hurricanes and droughts are amongst the impacts of climate change, which called for urgent stakeholder actions. This seminar provides important views on the critical issue of climate change, drawing from many perspectives and disciplines. Climate scientists in the academics presented an overview on science of climate change and climate change models and its gender perspective, the implications on agriculture, ecosystems and food systems. Associate Professor Lamin M.K. Fati deputized the director of Wascal, Professor Sidat Yafa.
We need to learn a lot. We are living, we have to survive. Looking at our situation, our agriculture, climate, our life, so climate is cut across.
The Gambia's agriculture, according to a climate scientist, Dr. Ibrahim Sanko, is vulnerable to the impact of climate change, which is heavily dependent on rainfall.
Now the potential impact of climate change on agriculture now. So now is the rivers. Drought and low water table leading to water stress. If you go to a certain part of this country, the elevation is a bit higher. Water table is deep down. So it's difficult for some of the farmers to access water to do their production, especially during the dry season. So it's a challenge. Once there is drought, crop mortality, you incur loss. Transport of water to other locations. Some people will be short of water. At least they will be transporting water from a far distance to their fields to be able to irrigate. Warmer temperature leading to more pest and disease outbreak. But then, of course, higher temperature, especially minimum temperature, night temperature, causes abortion in rice production.
Mitigating the devastating impacts of climate change requires major social, economic, and technological changes, many of which are costly. From the gender perspective, being highlighted by experts, women played a fundamental role as primary managers of the environment, but count among the main people affected by climate change. Dr. Olawale Olaniyan presented on climate change and its impact on gender from a broader perspective. Among the challenges he highlighted are the need to put gender in climate change projects, as well as the need for gender awareness on climate change.
We see it from different perspectives. The first one is the human rights perspective, that men and women should be given equal rights. That's the human rights angle from it. And then when it comes to the environmental perspective, we know that women are also caretakers of the environment, and then they need cleaner technologies to do some of their work, just like men also need. And then from the economic perspective, we see that women, it has been proven that women, on average, are more sustainable in managing projects, in managing initiatives, in managing technologies than their male counterparts.
The event culminated with questions and answer session on issues related to climate change. It is expected that from this conclave, participants will be exposed to contemporary climate change issues, challenges, and ways to mitigate them. Janket Toure, GRTS News.